Yes, John Vivian.
Yes, sir.
What are the two main physiological systems controlling all human behaviors? Maybe you were in the class before you guys ran away. Vivian,
Sir.
were you at the class, the first class in neurophysiology before?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Okay. So what are the two main physiological systems that control all human behaviors? You don't know. Vivian. Vivian, you don't know. Christiana,
Sir, Vivian doesn't know.
how would you know? Christiana, help Vivian. Okay, Christiana has left the class. She has gone to sleep or to the kitchen. Christiana, are you there? Huh. You see one thing with online classes. Some of you will just come, join the class, and then you're gonna be watching movie. Alright, Anastasia. Ebube,
Ah, sir.
are you sleeping?
No, sir.
Oh yeah, tell us the two main physiological systems that controls all human behaviors. Were you at the last class?
No, sir.
You were not there. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can lie. Why are you lying? Augusta, Augusta is not there. Cecilia,
Present, sir.
oh yeah, answer the question. If you don't know, you tell me you don't know. Don't waste our time.
The nervous system and the endocrine system.
The what?
The nervous system and the endocrine system.
Fantastic. The nervous system and the endocrine system. I believe you have browsed it, but it's fine. So, I was very, very clear at that class when I mentioned that look, there are two physiological systems that regulates every human behavior. And as students in the medical field or allied health sciences, these two physiological systems are systems you must not play with. The first one is the neurophysiology or the nervous system, and then the second one is the endocrine system. These two systems are significantly linked, or they have significant correlations with each other, and they act in concert to regulate every human behavior. Look at the definition of neurophysiology. I said It is the aspect of physiology that deals with the study of the structures and the functions of the brain, the spinal cord, and the nervous system. And the definition continues. The definition continues. It continues from here down to this place. So, and it also deals with how the brain, the spinal cord, and the neurons interact with each other to bring about bodily functions such as movement. Every human being moves from one place to another. All right? Movement is not controlled by the oracle in your village. I said that before, but there are brain structures that regulate human motion. If you study the physiology of locomotion or motion or movement, you understand how these brain structures work together to enable human beings to move from one place to another. And then we have writing. I believe as I'm teaching you, you are jotting down some notes. Writing is a skilled movement. It is a form of movement known as skilled movement. Your ability to be able to hold your pen in between your hands and move your wrist to jot down what I'm saying is as a result of brain structures in the brain that are enabling that. I think I discussed this in details during the lecture. That's my first lecture with you guys and with physiotherapy students. And then we have emotions. You would recall that at that class I told you that feelings such as love, joy, happiness, anger, rage are all emotions. And emotions in human beings are controlled by brain structures in humans, such as the limbic system, of course in concert with the hypothalamus. Then we have speech and language. Human beings make speeches. What's going on? Human beings make speeches and they speak different languages. You would recall that I told you that a human being can speak the language of every other animal on earth, but no one animal is capable of speaking human language. I also mentioned that a human being is capable of speaking different languages. Just one person is capable of speaking Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Efik, French, German language, you name it. In fact, the current Pope speaks so many languages. Speech and language are the exclusive reserve of human being because they have well-developed structures, brain structures that enable them to speak and communicate. Who can remember the brain structures controlling speed